The New York City is under attack. The interdimensional creatures, the mindless ones, are tearing up the city. A bunch of heroes, including Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Cyclops, and Thor, are battling the creatures and try their best to save the innocents. Spider-Man also sees the destructions and he jumps into action. But the increasing number of those creatures are making the situation worse. They don't talk, they're only acting with rage, and they corner Spidey from every direction. He can't see. Peter tries to hold them off with his webbing, but they just tear through the webs. And then Thing shows up to help Spidey. Peter manages to break free, but the situation is getting bad. The heroes gather on a rooftop, and Reed Richards has a plan. He has a machine that can open a vortex and send the creatures back to their own dimensions. So the heroes concentrate on their powers, and with that device, they send the creatures back to their own world and save the city. But then, Doctor Strange shows up, and he is looking worried, as one of his greatest enemies set this up to return him to Earth from multiple dimensions. The heroes' combined powers bring the greatest evil into Earth, Dormammu. So Strange orders the heroes to protect the city, leave Dormammu to him. So the heroes jump into action, begin to crush the mindless ones into rocks, and Doctor Strange charges at Dormammu with his magical powers. Their battle was intense, but this time Dormammu has become so much powerful. So Doctor Strange prepares a powerful spell to destroy the evil. But this spell also begins to take away Doctor Strange's life. But then Spidey jumps in, not wanting Strange to sacrifice himself. But before Strange can push Peter away, a huge explosion occurs, and it sends both Peter and Strange outside time and space, and they arrive into a reality. And there they see the heroes are dead, the city is destroyed. Strange tells Peter this might be a possible future where every hero's failed to stop Dormammu and they died. So Strange decides they cannot let their reality become this moment, because he can feel Dormammu sweeping across the planet, leaving only destructions in his wake. But then Peter hears a familiar voice. It is MJ, his wife. He rushes to save her from the mindless ones. With a huge rock attached to his web, he begins to smash the creatures, tries every possible ways to save his wife, but he fails. One creature breaks MJ's neck, and suddenly Peter is teleported to a graveyard. It is Aunt May's grave. She is also dead, and there he sees an older version of himself. He puts on his costume, and he is surrounded by the cops. And then Spidey again sees himself as a teen when he got bit by a radioactive spider, and Spider-Man sees his past and future. The end of Spider-Man. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review chapter 500 of The Amazing Spider-Man. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in an alternate reality. Peter is lost in time, caught between what he was and what he may be. He is looking at his younger version, ready to get bit by the radioactive spider. On the other side, he is seeing an older version of himself, surrounded by the cops. His beginning, his end. He can stop the spider from biting him, deflect it with his web, and he never have to live like this, never have to make the mistake that killed Uncle Ben. On the other side, he can step in, save his future self from what is coming, buy a little time to find out what is going on and what to do next. And then he sees Detective Lamont approaches, tries to convince his older self to stand down, but the old Peter Parker tells him that it doesn't matter, nothing matters now. Lamont assures him if he surrenders, he can help him. He is not as fast as he used to be. The cops have the advantage, they will kill him. So old Peter tells him he knows, but he can't go back now. It is too late. He killed so many criminals and he deserves this. He says his goodbye to the detective. The SWAT team has arrived. Their officer tells them as soon as the freak moves, take him out. They have got full authority to use lethal force, so tear him apart before he can do the same. But old Peter knows someone is also here, his younger self, who is hiding in the shadow. He tells Peter that there is nothing he can do. Even if he tries, time is about to flip again. So just remember what he has seen here. It is better for them and for their son, Ben. They lived a happy life. They fought the good fight. And MJ never stopped loving them. So when he go back, tell MJ he loves her. Tell her every night, every morning, and as gently as he can. Make her understand she is the most important person in his life. Old Peter jumps on the cops. He fights until he falls for the final time. Peter sees his own day, and then he visits the past. He proceeds to stop the spider, but then he remembers, if he lost his power, how many innocent people will die because he wasn't there to save them. So he can't. He says sorry to Uncle Ben, and he finds him safe in the dark. He hears Doctor Strange's voice. He sends a spell towards Peter and brings him through various timelines where he fights Sandman, Vulture, Lizard, Electro, faces the tragedy, the death of his girlfriend, Gwen Stacy. After revisiting Gwen's death by the hands of Green Goblin, it breaks down Peter. He doesn't want to continue. Everything's happened because of him. He let people die. People he cared the most, he loved the most. But then, Doctor Strange's voice appears in his mind. He tells Peter that they cannot save everyone. But with this power, he saved millions' lives. So if he stopped now, all the times he made a difference were for nothing. And all those he cares about now will certainly die. So he convinces Peter to get up and follow his voice. And after going through every timelines, fighting every villains, Peter finally shows up in the present day, just before Reed uses his machine, which will bring Dormammu into Earth and destroy everything. So Spidey quickly stops Reed and tells him about the possible outcome, Dormammu and the destruction of Earth. So the heroes decide to trust Peter. So they fight with everything they have until Doctor Strange shows up. He uses his spell and sends the mindless ones back to their own dimension and save the city and its people. The battle is over. And then Strange gives Peter a small gift which appears in his pocket at the end of their battle. And Peter remembers it is his birthday, so he quickly takes off with the gift and arrives home, where he finds MJ and Aunt May are waiting for Peter to celebrate his birthday. In the night, Peter goes to roof and opens the gift. It appears with a note. You have 5 minutes. Spend them as you wish. And as Peter turns, he finds Uncle Ben. He comes back to life for 5 minutes. Seeing his uncle, Peter breaks into tears. He says sorry for not stopping the burglar, but Uncle Ben tells his son there is nothing he needs to be forgiven for. They all mess up sometimes, but Ben believes even those are necessary, and he is glad that he taught Peter right, and his life has a meaning now. So Ben asks Peter if he is happy. So Peter thinks a lot, and he says he is happy. He has a good life, good people. Sometimes he doesn't realize how lucky he is. So Ben tells Peter that's the only thing matters. He hugs his son and says he loves him, and he also tells Peter to take care of May, and he disappears. So Peter then goes to bed with his wife MJ. He is lucky to have her, the love of his life. And with that, the chapter 500 of The Amazing Spider-Man comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share them on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.